What is better for you, frozen or fresh vegetables? Most people feel that fresh is best, and they'd rather get that fresh food, bring it home, rather than that crappy frozen stuff that's down the freezer aisle at the grocery store. But which one is more nutritious? The answers are going to surprise you. To understand the difference between fresh and frozen, we have to understand what happens during the processing of this food. Let's take fresh, for instance. A lot of our fresh vegetables are grown quite a distance from us. In fact, the average turns out to be about 1,500 miles. The food is collected, then it's cooled. And the reason they do that is that in the field, the food is very warm. And if it's left warm, it wilts right away. So they try to cool it as quickly as possible, spend some time there. Then the farmer trucks it to a local collection place where it's stored for a day or two. Then it starts making its journey. And 1,500 miles isn't that far, but it takes 3 to 4 days by truck and almost as long by plane. Now it goes to a central warehouse, and it sits there for a day or two. Then it comes to your local grocery store, and it sits there for a day or two. And it may be out on the shelf for another day or two before you buy it. When we're talking about fresh vegetables from the grocery store, they are usually 1 to 2 weeks old. Not only that, but because it's such a long journey to the grocery store, that food is usually picked a couple days before it's ripe. A lot of fruits, that includes things like peas and beans, which are really fruits, they reach their maximum nutritional value right when they're ripe, not 2 days before. During that journey, the vegetables can lose a lot of the nutritional value. Now let's look at frozen. What happens there? The food is picked at peak freshness, and in many areas, it's in the factory in 2.5 hours and being processed. That process cleans it and blanches it. Blanching is a heating process, either with hot water or steam. That deactivates the internal enzymes in the produce, so they stop degrading the nutrients in the food. It is then flash frozen, which is a very fast process, and that prevents ice crystals from forming inside the food. When you and I freeze food, it's a slow process, and ice crystals form and they actually rupture it and change the texture of that food. This flash freezing doesn't do that. The process is very quick, and almost all the nutrients that are in the produce when it's picked are still there. Now, it does depend on which nutrients you're looking at, but in many cases, frozen is more nutritious than fresh. There's another important factor that research has found, and that is that the freezing process actually activates certain antioxidants. So there are some of these useful nutrients that are actually higher in frozen food than fresh food that's picked right on the farm. Let's have a look at a couple examples. The first one is the pea. Fresh peas can have lost up to 30% of their vitamin C, while frozen peas have almost 100% of the vitamin C. As soon as you harvest peas, the sugar starts converting to starch through one of these enzymes I discussed. Fresh peas have a much higher starch level, which means they don't taste quite so good. When we flash freeze peas, that sugar level is maintained and they're sweeter. The texture is also better. Frozen peas are quite a bit more nutritious than fresh peas you'd buy in the grocery store. Another example, how about the carrot? Now, carrots are a different type of vegetable. They're considered hardy because they last a long time. Carrots are generally put into cold storage, and they can sit there for a month or two before they ever start the trip to your grocery store. They contain a lot of beta-carotene, which is the precursor to vitamin A. Beta-carotene is preserved much better by freezing the carrot. The freezing process also destroys some of the cellular structure. The reason carrots are so hard is that they have a hard shell around each of the cells. Freezing damages that structure a bit, and so the carrots are more digestible than when eaten fresh. That means you get more of the good vitamins into your system. A carrot is more nutritious frozen than fresh. In fact, it might even be more nutritious than a carrot that you pick directly from the garden. And the reason is that freezing makes the nutrients more bioavailable. Here's another factor to consider. We waste a lot of food. When you think about that process of getting fresh food from 1,500 miles away to your local store, there's a lot of wastage along the way. Now you bring it home and you leave it in your fridge for a few days, or you leave it too long, and now it gets wasted as well. The amount of food we throw away at home is very substantial. Now consider the frozen case. It gets picked on the farm and frozen within a few hours. It ends up in your freezer. There's no waste at that point, and it's good in your freezer for up to a year. So you're unlikely to throw it out because it's too old. There's a lot less food waste with frozen food. Now, nutrition is much more than numbers. We always talk about the milligrams of this nutrient or the amount of vitamin C, but what's more important is how much of the food you eat. Now, I hate shelling peas, so I never buy fresh peas, bring them home and shell them. It's just too much work for me. Now, I do grow peas in the garden, but there I grow sugar snap. That's a type of pea where you eat the pea and the pod, and you don't have to shell them. But you usually can't buy fresh sugar snaps in the grocery store, at least not during the winter time. Instead, I buy frozen peas. I don't have to shell them, and they're so easy to use. I just take a handful and drop them in a stew or a soup. So I actually eat more frozen peas than fresh peas. So even if they're not quite as nutritious, I actually get more nutrients from them because I eat more of them. Because frozen food is easier to cook, you're going to eat more of it more often, which means the total amount of nutrition you get from vegetables is higher. So let's summarize all of this. What is your best option? Well, your very best option is to grow your own food in your backyard. And I have lots of videos on how to do that on my other channel, Garden Fundamental. A second best option is to buy them locally from your local farmer. But you do have to be a little careful here. A lot of people go to the market and buy fresh produce, but a lot of the stuff that's being sold there is not grown locally. It's actually brought in from 1,500 miles away and sold as fresh. Make sure that the person you're buying it from is actually growing the vegetable. The next best option for vegetables is frozen. In most cases, frozen is more nutritious than fresh, and it's easier to use. But there's nothing wrong with fresh. We don't eat enough vegetables in our diet, and fresh vegetables are better than no veg. The next time you're in the grocery store and you're walking by the freezer section thinking, oh, this food isn't quite so good, remember this video. Most of the frozen vegetables in that freezer section are better than down at the other end of the grocery store where they call it fresh. Have a good day. You can find Reality Time on YouTube, Substack, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. I'll put links to these and our social pages in the description below. If you're interested in gardening, check out my YouTube channel called Garden Fundamentals or my blog called Garden Myths. Let the truth shine into your life.